Hey guys, today we're taking a look at this pretty nice case from Plemo. This one's for the 13-inch version, but there is a version for the 15-inch which I haven't tried. This is actually a very premium feeling bag, but doesn't cost very much, so I thought you guys would like this. So it's got a very nice thick padding at either side, and it doesn't specifically have padding at the edge there, so that edge there is actually pretty thin. But because the corners, not there, but the corners are very thick, actually, that has a really, really good amount of padding between the corner of the laptop and the outside world. And actually, I'm having a hard time feeling the edge of the laptop because there's so much padding there. There we go. So I can find the edge if I'm pressing hard, but I think that does provide a really good amount of protection to corners. This thing has 3 pockets, 2 of which are actually usable to sort of hide away the various pieces of the bag if you don't want them to be there. So for example, if you don't want the carry handles or you don't want the carry loops, then you can sort of hide them away in there. And this thing does come with a nice shoulder strap, which I really like because it doesn't connect at the edges, which in my opinion is not the ideal place to connect something like this, but it connects a little bit close, which means that it just sits a little bit nicer on your body, at least in my opinion. This is one place where I think the quality of the bag could be improved, and it's not that there's a big issue, but just, you know, the plastic connectors here don't feel quite as nice as, you know, the rest of the bag's quality. The material here is a really nice denim, and the zips are really, really nice quality, and all the little details are really nice quality as well, with the exception of these plastic clips, which I think could be improved. Then the strap here feels okay, nothing fancy, but pretty nice and soft. If this thing is a little bit too stiff for you, then you could just use that, and I think that would be really nice and comfortable. Because you're not carrying a huge amount of weight here. I mean, it's a 13-inch laptop. It's not too heavy. Now the little carry handles here are really nice. They're really nice and soft. The 3 pockets that this has are pretty good, but I wouldn't be stuffing these full of things because I wouldn't want something in here to put pressure on the laptop. Now this main compartment here, I guess you would call that the main one, could fit a keyboard, even though it would be a bit pointless to carry a keyboard like this. I mean, I wouldn't carry that since the laptop already has a keyboard, but just as an example, this is something similar to the sort of standard Apple wireless keyboard, except it has a larger piece here at the top, which is a solar panel. This is actually a really cool keyboard, which I use for my desktop. So here, just as an example of the size of that pocket there, I can just about fit that keyboard into there, and then close the zip over it, like that. Wacom tablet. So that won't fit into there, but it will easily fit into one of these pockets, like that, or like that. And so I wouldn't keep any small things in there, which might fall out. But yeah, small stuff can go into there pretty easily. Now I wouldn't keep a phone in there because I keep it in my pocket, but just as an example, that's a Samsung Note 3. So that fits in there nicely. And then sort of a 2.5-inch hard drive, that fits in there. Enough space for a pen or some other stuff, a little thing for SD cards or something. That does bring up another point, which I didn't find any sort of place to put an SD card on this bag, which means that you'd want to carry a little extra thing. If you have SD cards that you use with your computer, then you'd want to carry a little extra pouch to store them so they don't get lost. Another example of something you can keep in there is headphones, but big ones like this definitely won't fit into that pocket. They will fit into there, sort of. I mean, whether you want to carry your headphones like this is really up to you, but they can sort of fit. And these are quite big over-ear headphones. The UK plug here, that's, you know, might put a bit too much pressure possibly on a specific area and then cause some damage, you know, break the screen or something. I'm not sure if that's a problem, but just something to keep in mind. I mean, that will fit in there. Not specifically an issue with this bag, but, you know, because I would guess most other sort of soft fabric bags this size would have the exact same thing. But for me, not really a big issue, because if I'm taking this bag, then, you know, I'm going out to the park to edit some videos. If I'm going to a cafe to meet a client for a short while or something like that, then having the charger with me is really not an issue. I don't really want to carry it anyways. Now, if I'm traveling longer distance, then I just wouldn't need to take this bag with me anyways, because I would have a backpack with me. There's another compartment here, which is the same size as this one right here. And then you've got this sort of strap thing right here, which would allow you to put it on a suitcase like that. And I personally wouldn't be doing that, but if that's your kind of thing, then at least you've got the option. So here's an example of just holding the bag, and I think that's pretty nice. Like I said, for me, this is a bag for just small uses, going to meet a client, going to the park, something like that. And here's the bag over my shoulder. I've got it at the longest length. That actually holds onto your body fairly well. For those of you that like it really tight, then I think this would work fine as well.
Thanks for watching. Visit my channel for lots more awesome filmmaking and photography videos like lighting techniques, DIY projects, behind the scenes tutorials, cameras, lenses, adapters, shoulder rigs, stabilizers, flashes, LEDs, microphones, bags, straps, studio backgrounds, tripods, float heads, sliders, multi-tools, and lots more cool stuff.